So I don't know if you saw this, and let me just make sure get this right. I believe it was in the Coppa Italia. Juventus had a match against yeah, it was the Coppa Italia semifinal, Inter versus Juventus. Apparently the Inter fans, no, excuse me, get this straight, black and white. The Juventus fans were doing the monkey noise at my man Big Rom, right? Giving him the monkey chants. And, they had gone to the ref. The ref's like, I don't know, just waves it off, whatever. Late in the game, concede a penalty. Romelu Lukaku converts the penalty and hits him with his signature celebration with the shh and the salute. Did it. That's his celebration. He's been doing it all season. Ref gives him a second yellow card. He gets ejected. Yeah, gives him a second yellow card, and he gets ejected from the game. He didn't even protest it. He was just like, shook him off and just walked off the field. And like, you can still hear the fans like during the walk up take, the penalty take, they're making the monkey noises. Before, all during the game, they were doing it. After he's walking off, they're still doing it.
You can hear it on TV, watching it.
You could hear it. You can see it. Yeah, it's everywhere. And like Juventus is like, yeah, we have like these state-of-the-art cameras. Like we can find the people. And like they found the people and they're like,
oh, really?
They're like, yeah, they're like, we're going to give those guys like, I think they gave them like a 1-year ban from the Juventus stadium, which I'm like, that's weak. But like, that's not like, I mean, obviously we have a problem with people making monkey noises at people. Like that's obviously racist. But the crazy part to me was the ref. Like this, I feel like as a ref, you should be conscious of like what players do and don't do. And like, you should know, like this is his signature.
That's
like,
a celebration.
In FIFA 24, that will be his signature celebration. That they give players their celebration, like his celebration will be that. So it's like, he does what he does every time after he scores and you give him a card. Like you didn't give him a card last weekend. You didn't give him a card in the league. Like he's never gotten a card for this. So like, I just wanted to get your thoughts on like, and like they like made like Inter made an appeal and they were like, yo, like this is his signature celebration. Like he wasn't trying to provoke any fans, but like even if he did try to provoke fans, like the game should have probably been abandoned or stopped. And like if all he does is just tells the fans to be quiet, like that's provoking. Like he didn't like flip him off. He didn't like grab his nuts and like shake them at him. He was just, worst case scenario, he said, like, stop being racist. Like, is that so anyway, I just wanted your thoughts. That's all. Just, I feel like we missed it last week or the week before, whenever it was. But yeah.
I mean, obviously that's a super upsetting and frustrating thing to hear because it's 2023. Romelu Lukaku has dealt with this everywhere he goes too. It's like, obviously, we know that racism is still alive and rampant and awful and terrible. And this is one of the things that people talk about Italian football like is gone, it's lost, it's dead, it's in the dark ages, it's not keeping up anymore from the stadiums to their sponsors to the transfer windows, they're not buying anyone. And this is one of the reasons that Italy is going to continue to suffer. Like that's not always, but oftentimes it's Italy that is doing these. I mean, it's everywhere, but it's
everywhere. But it seems like Italy gets
pretty
more
bad
press based off of it. And yeah.
So when something like this happens in England, which because it does, these fans are banned for life from the stadium.
Yeah,
it's a lifelong ban here in Italy. In Italy, they're giving them a 1-year ban from the stadium. Yeah. That's terrible, first of all. Second of all, I just Googled Lukaku celebration. You can see Lukaku celebrations doing the same thing in a Chelsea shirt, in a Belgium shirt. So the fact that this guy doesn't know who he's reffing and his celebration is, first of all, pretty awful. That this guy he hasn't even done homework. Like, that they're supposed to know the temperaments and the celebrations and the styles of play and all this stuff of who they're reffing. But the other thing is, what's so bad about saying stop being racist? If he did, I mean, if that was how he interpreted it, there's no reason to give a yellow card. Like, there's a say no to racism banner behind you. You're probably wearing a fair play shirt as you're reffing this guy. So what are you carding him for? Even if you don't understand.
inciting violence or he was agitating the fans. But
That's
now
awful.
that made that I had a follow-up question for you now and I just forgot. Dang.
Well, let me know if you think about it because
Keep going.
okay, because these are the type of things that I mean, I feel like for as much as we can also, you could bag on any league or whatever, but England gets a lot of hate for the way that, I don't know, VAR is and this and that, but I think that they do a good job at making sure they find out who's being racist or who's throwing things or whatever, and then dealing with the correct punishments. For the most part. I don't know if maybe I've missed some things, but I feel like whenever it gets heard of, they're pretty good at finding them, and then the police are going to find them way later once they find out who the crowds were, because they all have the cameras to do this.
Yeah, they take it seriously.
They
Like
take it
people go to
seriously.
jail in the UK
Yeah,
for that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Like they get made an example of.
yeah. But
Oh
yeah,
man,
so it's sad
I
to
wish
see
I
that
could
happening.
remember.
It has sad to see that happening, especially one of the more advanced clubs in Italy, because this was
Oh
at
yeah,
Juventus, right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because I'm. Actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't remember now. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was,
Juventus
but
fans. Juventus
um,
down bad this season anyway.
yeah, in all sorts of ways. Yeah, but it's sad. I did not know that. I mean, and it's also upsetting because I feel like I hear nearly everything when it comes to the news about football.
Yeah,
It travels and it gets to me. And how does something as important as this, like, not make headlines, not get on, I don't know, Bleacher Report football or Goal or,
yeah. Yeah, it
you
wasn't
know?
covered. Yeah, it wasn't covered that much. I know, like ESPN did like a segment on it,
Okay,
and then I think Talk Sport did a segment, and that was like
okay.
the only two publications that I saw cover it. And you know those Talk Sport boys, they're like cranky, cranky. So like they were mad. They were like this is what I was gonna say. Like basically every goal celebration could be, you know,
Inciting.
inciting the rival fans. It's like I score a goal and I hit him with that Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. If I pull up my pant leg and point to my
Yeah,
hamstring and I'm
yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
check it out. Ibrahimovic, put the hands
Yeah.
out. Like what? Like it's like I scored a goal. I want you to be mad. Like I'm goading you to like try to do something.
Yeah.
But I'm flexing on you. Like it's not meant to be humble. Like no goal celebration is meant to like quell like the fears of the opposition. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
score a goal and you do this, you're saying you're my son. That's
Yeah.
that you're supposed to be upset about that. No one, no. Anyway, that's all. I'm just like if that's like their interpretation of the rule, anyone that celebrates a goal should get a yellow card.
Yeah. No, that's a good point
But
because like even when I mean to your point of doing the Ronaldo, like when you're playing against Ronaldo, or like when Bukayo Saka does this when he's playing against Rashford, like these
what's
are
up, bro?
things that you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's just a part of the game. It's like no, like it's not that serious. Like
No.
Marcus Rashford isn't gonna fight
No. And they're
Bukayo for
friends.
taking the celebrations,
Yeah.
But still, it's like, yo, bro, like I got moves too. Like you got
Yeah,
moves,
yeah.
checkmate.